Test, test, test. All right, cool, guys. Hey, welcome to another episode of On the Grind with Justin Brown. I'm your host, Justin Brown, and happy to have you listening out there, man. Hopefully, we're gonna start on a new path with this podcast, and I'll announce that a little bit later, dude. But it's been a pretty good week so far. The week of February 19th, man. Started off with me and my girl going to go see Black Panther, as required by the rest of the black community. I think if you haven't seen Black Panther yet, either not a black millennial or, you hate your own kind. Because, like, everybody's out in droves watching this movie the past week. I know black people, white people, Mexicans, Asians, like, everybody was out there, man. Everybody was dressing up, taking photos. You see it all over Instagram. The photos are out there, like, Wakanda forever. You know what I mean? And I saw the movie. It was dope as hell. You know, around white people, it's definitely going to be Wakanda forever for me. Around black people, it's going to be like, yeah, Wakanda. You know what I mean? Because it was Wakanda good. You know what I mean? I love the scenery. You saw it. It was beautiful shots all over. If you've seen the fields, the cities, the beautiful black city, Wakanda, man. Like, it looked like a technologically advanced Atlanta without the homeless. Just a very beautiful city, man. All the actors in it were dope. Lupita, Chadwick, the dude from Get Out, my lady that kind of looks like Viola Davis but isn't. Like, they had some sexy bald black women in that joint, and I like my women with hair, but Jesus, I love to lick their scalps. I just love to. And no shame in that, man. But it was a great movie. The only thing that took away from it, I don't know. Do you guys think about this? I enjoyed the scenery. I enjoyed the acting. Top-notch black acting in the jump. Didn't really care for the white actors. Like, let's be honest. I think we all could agree. We expected more white villainry in the movie. I don't know if that's a word, but it is now. More white villainry in the movie. But we didn't get that. We had the one white guy we keep on the squad through the end of the movie, and the rest was a lot of black on black violence. So be that as it may, it was still a dope movie. Again, the acting was great. There was a little bit of staleness to certain characters for me, and I'm not going to spoil it any further for anybody else, but, like, just go see it if you haven't already, if you haven't seen it for the 16th time, like a lot of people were planning. But, like, if you go back and watch it a few times, it would have been nice for me to see certain characters breathe a bit more and not be so stuck, I guess, in a single-minded mode, maybe humanize them a little bit. But, again, not to take away from the movie, it was a great film. I might get it when it comes out on DVD. It felt like Creed. Like, Creed was a dope movie. I actually like Creed a little bit better than this, but I'm just really excited this project got made for the pure fact it gave a lot of black actors like their chance to shine. I just thought I don't know about you. Did you think there was gonna be more? It was gonna be an evil white guy at the end with his evil laugh, and the Black Panther squad, Wakanda, was gonna rise up against him. Kind of like Society. You didn't get that, though. At the end, it was what it was. It was just, I don't know, man. I'm just glad it was made. Just, thought more evil white people. It felt like again, a black Scorsese movie. Ryan Coogler, is that his name? Ryan Coogler. It's a fun name. Weird, but fun name, man. He had a great cast to work with. He had a great directing, but everybody held it down. Chadwick, Michael B. Jordan, Lupita, Dana Gurira. Forrest Whitaker's left eye was holding it down. The right one always holds it down. Can't really help it. That's gravity. And, I don't know, muscle failure or something. Angela Bassett was still looking fine. And my man from Get Out, Daniel something. All of them held it down, man. It was a great experience. I'm hoping that leads to more roles for them. Kind of like it did for anybody that was like a De Niro or a Pacino. Or, who's my man that died? The dude, Kazali. I think that's his name. The dude that was in Dog Day Afternoon with Al Pacino. There's a lot of great actors that came out of Scorsese's movie, and I'm hoping this turns out to be the same thing for a lot of these actors. They're already dope, you know what I mean? I just hope this leads to more shine and more chances for black directors, black producers, and all the thing. And ideally, a black production companies hoping to come out of this, man. You know what I mean? If the people let their grubby little white hands off it, I'd like to see more black in the film industry. Happy to go support that anytime I can. But that was dope, man. Then the middle of the week, we caught the CNN thing, the town hall in Florida, where the fortunate, unfortunate, however you want to phrase it, students, staff, and members of the community from the school shooting in Florida got to yell and boo at their local politicians for being too lax on gun laws and, letting this happen in the first place. For one, it was interesting to hear that the guy, the 19-year-old Cruz, and from the shooting, I actually learned a lot of the tactics or something that he used for the shooting from the NRA-funded JROTC program. NRA, if I'm not mistaken, granted that JROTC program at the school $10,000 to improve the quality of the training and a whole bunch of other stuff, maybe the access to uniforms and other things. Like, that definitely played a part, you know what I mean? And I'm not a huge gun nut, but at the same time, though, like, I understand people might want a gun, but who needs to carry around 10 bullets? If you can't get them in 8, I mean, that's something about you. You need to be a better shooter. We don't need to be better victims. But one part that was really funny to me, kind of messed up funny, you know me, I have a dark sense of humor. This dude, Chris Cuomo, was hosting for CNN, was introducing the question part of the panel where different members of the community, again, students that were in the school, family members of the deceased, and other people got to ask questions. It was funny as hell, just a series of people he introduced. It was like one kid saw her friend die right in front of her. That's tough. She got to ask her question. Next, a mother of a murdered student. It was tough again. And she got to ask a question. Then the next kid he introduced, Chris was like, this next kid, you know what I mean? He hid in a closet. Get up here, ask your question. It's funny as hell because you went from this student witnessed something terrible. This mother had something terrible happen to her family. This next kid was only looking out for himself. How the kid even had the desire to still answer or ask his question, being called out like that. Like, granted, shooting's going on, and you definitely want to look out and make sure you're not injured, you know what I mean? But at the same time, though, he could have just said to another student that was in the school during the time of the shooting, you know what I mean? You don't have to call him out for finding a good spot that only he could fit in. Anyway, man, that's something you gotta pay attention to, man. You can't trust these politicians, so try to watch CNN like a good, I'm older than my age. I watch CNN like most 40-year-old and up black men. Like most 40-year-old black men, I enjoy CNN and a black cherry soda. You know what I mean? That's how we roll in the black community, in case you didn't know. Lastly, though, man, my Wizards got a good win this week. Their first game after the All-Star break. They played the new-look Cavs with the new-look Wizards. If you don't follow the Wizards, I'm following really closely these past few seasons, man. Like, I've really been following ever since John Wall has been on the team, and even before then with Gil and back in the early 2000s, man, a little bit with Jordan. But Wizards, man, with Thomas Satoransky and Bradley Beal in the backcourt, and the regular cast of characters. Thankfully, we didn't pull any crazy trades at the trade deadline. I was very, very happy to see that. But, man, went into Cleveland at Quicken Loans Arena and beat the Cavaliers 110-103. And no one was expecting this. The new look Cavs with the new players they got from LA and Utah, and the high expectations everyone has for them as being the top dog in the East, couldn't even defend the home court against us, man. And I know it's their first game. People talk about, well, they haven't really found like a synergy and things like that. But Thomas Satoransky, man, let me tell you, here's a stat for you. 9-2 in his recent string of starts while John Wall has been out. And John Wall's out for at least another week or two. But Satoransky has been proving something to a lot of people, man. His first year here last year, first season, not the most confident player. The coach, Scotty Brooks, didn't give him the adequate playing time to kind of develop himself in his first year in the NBA. Instead of giving the time to other guards who turned out to be garbage. Anyway, man, Satoransky, man, in the game, man. Here's a stat line. 6 of 7 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 of 1 from 3-point, 8 assists and 4 rebounds. And I think 2 assists, too. Like, this dude was a stat stuffer. And he was, look, man, I'm not saying this is white men can jump, but this is white men can be efficient. This is a John Wall, man. You need to look out, dude, because if you saw the game, man, I was watching this thing, and it was annoying to watch John Wall's body language. Like, I understand you're out, but if you're out there on the court, you gotta do something to help the team. Your presence isn't, doing nothing for real. You should be out there either helping the coach, telling Brad or somebody, hey, I see them doing this. Why don't you, help your teammate out? You didn't look like you were a helpful teammate at all. You're out there just barely smiled. Yeah, you know what I mean? Not saying you need to, like, gleam and shit, but dap the team up and be excited we got the win. Don't just be out there too cool for school and shit. If this is the team you want to lead, man, people are going to question your leadership now when they see the way that the team is playing. And you should know that spotlight's on you, so you should be a little bit more focused than you are. It's a little narcissistic, man. Like, I'm not really feeling the leadership style John Wall has morphed into having from his first few years here. And hopefully, man, he resolves it by the time he gets back and plays more team ball like the team is playing now, where everybody eats. Shout out to Paid in Full. Everybody's eating and putting up impressive stats. Everybody's sharing the ball, getting shots, defending. Everybody's playing like a team should, man. And that's exciting to see. So hopefully we can continue that with John Wall, because we paying this motherfucker $40-something million a season starting next season. And if he's not willing to step up, man, that's not going to be a good feeling in my stomach, especially when we have a few players we're going to need to re-sign very soon that I want to see re-sign here. You know what I mean? This is a very good unit we have. And, like, granted, people are going to get a little bit older, but there's a tenacity, willingness to share, and a lot of just positive aspects going on right now that I hope to see continue as a Wizards fan and as a basketball fan. With that being said, dude, thank y'all for listening to that. Thank y'all, man. I hope you had fun listening to it. If you didn't, let me know, but you're listening to this, hopefully, because you love me. And hopefully I'm doing something right and entertaining you somehow. If I'm not, let me know. If I am, tell me what you like. I'll try to focus on that and cut out the crap to make this more worthwhile for you. That being said, just a quick announcement, man, before we bring on our guest. Coming soon, starting with this episode, we're going to start releasing, we as an I'm going to start releasing on the Grind 5-minute podcast. So you'll still have the fuller version with my commentary up front and my week analysis and shit. Not week, W-E-A-K, but W-E-E-K. But we're going to have a 5-minute podcast version where it's a little bit more condensed, so you can listen to this on the go and don't feel overwhelmed if, we tend to run over time. I know last week we did about almost a 2-hour podcast with Lloyd, and as fun as that was, I'm not sure if everybody has the time to set aside for that. So I'm going to try to hit you with a long stream version this week and a shorter version if you only got a few minutes and want to catch the best snippets. And ideally, we're going to try to get that down to 5 minutes. No more than 10, but 5 is the target goal. And we can't get that the first time. We're going to keep working towards that. And then on top of that, making it more efficient each time. So thank you for listening. My chicken tenders are ready. And let's go ahead and start the show. Wait, that's not all. One last thing, man. Comedy update, man. It was a weird week for me. I only got to go up twice. A lot of the rooms I tried to hit were closed or closed for that night for whatever reason. It was weird. It was like the universe was against me a little bit, so I had to focus more on doing some writing and stuff this week. But hopefully I'm going to go to Busboys between this week and next week and try to get a set I can record for one of my comedy goals I'm working on right now, which I'll share with you next time. But just wanted to keep that brief and keep you informed that I'm still out there grinding, even if you don't see me. Thanks. Appreciate y'all. Now, let's get to it. Thanks for waiting, y'all. Welcome back to the On the Grind podcast with Justin Brown. Today, my guest is the homie Keith Correy, a.k.a. the Baker's Man, a.k.a. Shotgun Cook. He's in the business of stand-up comedy, and he's also just started his own baked goods business. And it was a pleasure to sit down and chop it up with the homie, and I hope you enjoy. One thing we definitely do both enjoy is a good bit of battle rap, URL, KOTD, grind time back in the day. So that's where our conversation started.
And motherfucking Hitman said.
Oh, yeah.
You watched that shit?
Yeah, I watched it.
That was a fire-ass battle, wasn't it? I told you, bro.
He had K-Shine fighting for hhis life. K-Shine ended the third round kind of short, but, You know when like your set isn't going good and you finally get a joke to work, you like, all right.
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
shit with the
cut my losses.
Yeah, that was a good ass battle.
It was better than I expected because I hadn't watched Hitman in a while, and I think he had gotten weaker. The last time I saw him before this, I forget versus who, but
be battling like that. I mean, but he don't because he on a fucking. On
I
would
say he's not battling like that. I thought you
yeah.
said because he battling like that. It's like some people can battle a lot. You know what I mean? And
Clips is the only one that's still kind of battling, but that shit shows that nigga he don't even put it.
Because he don't even do all his writing.
He don't. And his battles be sucking, and niggas be beating him.
All right, man. Well, not to detract from all this shit, but yeah, watch the rap battle and shit. But yeah, my guest today, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Keith Correy, man.
Keith Correy, aka
I don't know.
The Baker's Man, aka
buy some fucking
the
cookies.
Chef of Comedy, aka you said buy some cookies. And what else you got?
I make anything, bro.
Unless it has weed in it, because you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with weed.
He's a Christian.
I make it with weed. I don't mind, but you gotta pay me.
All right, so you heard that, but you're not paying for weed. You're giving a donation, or is that how you gotta phrase it?
Yeah, bring me the weed. I got you.
All right, so yeah, Narcos or whoever handles the drug stuff, he makes weed treats. But yeah, man, Keith, good to have you on and shit, dude. We just did the show last night. You know what I mean? You did your thing up there. My girl enjoyed your set. I enjoyed your set. Great timing. That's one thing I do appreciate about you. You're funny, but you got better timing than a lot of dudes I've seen, so I fucks with that. I wish, I did my thing. Not as well as Keith, but you know what I mean? He's, how many years in the game?
Hey, man, you did your thing, bro.
Hold on, how many years in the game are you?
I just hit 13.
Of comedy? Damn. I thought you were like 7.
Fuck no. But that's good, though, because I don't want niggas to know.
Exactly, so you just ratted yourself out. 13.
Humble it, bro. You gotta humble it.
Jeez, and how many years in the... Alright, so you do comedy, 13 years. How long you been a chef?
Well, like, doing the selling shit?
Just a chef.
Like, cooking? I've been knowing how to cook.
Alright, not like cooking for your family and like
trying to
latchkey.
sell shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, like since like July. Like last year.
You just learned how to cook in July?
I've been knew how to cook, bro. I just started doing that shit like openly.
And you did it because...
Well, like the baking shit, I got an opportunity, bro. I got a, when I was up in the New Jersey, when I was living up there, somebody found me on Instagram.
I was about to say on the sidewalk, nigga.
Nah, that's what it felt like, bro. He was just going on my pictures. And then it was some dude out LA that I didn't know nothing about, bro.
Alright.
Like he was a producer. And he was trying to bring on this show of having like a funny comedian like cook come to other people's houses and teach them how to cook.
So he wanted literally you to do...
Yes, bro. And he had me go through...
What the fuck you already did?
Yeah. I was working at Sam's Club. I was a nigga cooking the samples and I was handing out samples and shit. Yeah. So
he had me go through samples?
I mean, I was chilling. I was being myself, bro. But I was doing he had me go through like the whole interview process, Skyping and all that shit. And it didn't work out, but...
Oh, it was like a legit TV show.
Yeah. So...
Oh, shit. Did it ever pop off? Do you know?
I don't know, bro. He just was like, we gonna hit you back and all this other shit.
What's his name?
I gotta look at my IG messages, bro. Because that shit was random, how he just like found me and shit. It was off some hashtag shit he found me.
That's the way to do it, though, man. I'm listening to a lot of like entrepreneurial shit.
Yeah, bro. So...
Yeah, that's how you build a brand.
We, after that interview shit, I ain't think nothing of it after. I was like, all right, that's pretty dope. He found me and...
That was July.
Nah, that was February when that happened.
Last year, 2017.
Right. Doing comedy after a while.
You quit comedy?
Yeah, bro, for like 3 months. On some real shit. It was some business shit, bro, that went down. I ain't really fuck with it.
You got a chick pregnant and couldn't
fuck no, nah. I got, it was some comedy business shit, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing this for? But my man Gordon up in New Jersey, he got me to do a sketch while I was out. And then I did some voiceover work for this pilot from one of these comedians, man.
Oh, nice. Which ones? You got hashtags or fucking any way to search them or?
Yeah. I mean, but I ain't gonna remember my the name. I remember wasn't that Christian? It's not Christian, but I remember it was Chris. Chris. Yeah, I don't remember his last name, but he a good dude.
Okay.
Yeah, and they got me doing some shit when I was not doing comedy. Like I literally wasn't going on stage, bro. I was like, fuck this shit, because I'm wasting money being up there, bro. I was broke in the press.
Go up, or you just mean for like travel?
It's just the travel, bro.
From Jersey to New York, or what?
That Jersey to New York, Jersey to fucking Jersey to Philly, all that shit, bro. Everything costs money, and I was in a situation where I couldn't drive. I didn't want to drive illegally, even though a lot of people don't get caught. But
what the fuck did you do? Just suspend it?
Nah, I ain't get my inspection, bro.
Yeah,
I haven't had.
That ain't cheap, especially you ain't got no money. That ain't cheap.
Bruh, I ain't had my inspection for like 2 years, bro. I still ain't got my fucking inspection, but I'm not in that state, so I ain't want to risk it at the time. So I was just.
But
like,
you good down here. It's inspected for here, just not up there.
I owe money to every goddamn state now. It's ridiculous. But
poor man struggles.
That cooking interview happened, and then I was like, I can make money off of this shit. So after a while, I ain't think nothing of it, and then I moved back down here.
DC.
Got back into comedy and shit, and I didn't want to go back to having a job, bro. Because I've always been known to like have a job and just to have one. And I don't mind working hard, bro, as long as I have money. Because I hate asking people for shit. So
True.
My uncle, he let me stay with him, and then I end up making, he bakes too. The nigga's a bad motherfucking baker, bro.
Right.
He bakes cake though, so he know I fuck with macaroons. And literally the first week me back, we went to some bakery that was on like the Food Network or some shit in Eastern Market.
Which one? Because I mean, I'm over
by
there.
The Firehouse.
Oh, down there on Pennsylvania, like 300 block. All right, I mean,
yeah, I don't know, but I know it's by the Firehouse.
Oh, so, it's by the Firehouse, or it's called like
by the Firehouse.
Okay.
And he got me these macaroons, bro, and I ain't know shit about macaroons until I moved to New York. I was like, man, what the fuck is these little ass expensive ass cookies? Yeah, but them joints bomb, bro. So he got me them joints from the store, and then I took them home and was eating them. I was like, man, this shit is fucking disgusting. No offense to the store, but you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I had way more, you know what I'm saying?
You can make them better yourself.
Yeah. So I ended up going to the store in the fucking hood to get almond flour, and I was like, I'm gonna just make these cookies and just to prove that I can make the shit better than the goddamn store. And then they end up coming out perfect, bro. And
like, you got the colors going, or was
I
it
had
just
the
one?
colors, I had the flavors, everything, bro. Even the filling and all that shit. So I ain't want them after I made them, so I just took them with me, and I was doing the State Theater that night.
Jose Sanchez.
Yeah, I was doing the State Theater. Yeah,
shout out to him. Had me on too. Appreciate you.
I was doing the State Theater, and shit, man. I just had all these cookies, bro, and I ended up just giving them out after the show, bro. People was giving me money, so I was like, oh, I could do this shit.
I made giving you money for a gift.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
How many cookies were you giving a person?
I had a bunch of fucking cookies, bro.
What's a bunch?
Like
a couple hundred?
Nah, I had probably like 100, maybe macaroons.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. I had a shitload of them joints, and I had them in a little box.
Like
the box I had, yeah.
Or like a big ass Tupperware joint.
And a big ass Tupperware joints. I just had them, and then I had a bunch of napkins with me, and I was just giving them joints out, bro. And white people love fucking macaroons, bro, especially white women. And I was like, all right, I can do this shit. And then after that, I made them 4 perfect times, bro. Like the macaroons.
Like right after that, so you did back to back.
Gotcha. 4 different times, and then after that, I was fucking them up, and then that's when I started making regular cookies.
The joints you make now.
Yeah, because that's when I was fucking up, and I made the first cookie I ever made, bro, was this Galaxy cookie. I called it a Galaxy cookie because it was
weed in it.
No, it was black and it had Captain Crunch in it, bro, but it looked like space. I know it's dumb as shit, but I fucked with it. But
was that a thick cookie or like a thin joint?
It was a thick joint. A thick joint. I mean, it was good. It was just I ain't really like putting all that black dye in it and shit.
You had a dye? You ain't use like a was it like a double or a German chocolate? Or
nah, I ain't using no chocolate, bro. It was just a fucking cookie with Captain Crunch.
So it was a white cookie.
Yeah. So
oh shit.
No, it was black, but I put black dye in it.
But white cookie dye.
Yeah.
Crunch.
But in order to make it black, you gotta put so much dye in it, bro. And I was like, I'm not giving this shit to people, bro, because I'm a dye person. That's why I don't drink Kool-Aid like that, because like the dye and shit.
Yeah, but that's what makes it taste good.
Yeah, but I'm still I get sick off of that shit, bro. That's why I don't drink Hawaiian Punch and shit. If I drink it, I have to dilute it with water.
God damn, you got weak blood.
It's not even that, bro. It's just like I get migraines, so any like dumb shit triggers my migraines. So I just stay away from that shit. But after that, bro, I had the first cookie I ever made was like, it wasn't chocolate chip, bro, because I can't stand fucking chocolate.
Was it oatmeal cranberry?
Nah, I think it probably was oatmeal cranberry, bro. I think it was.
The best cookie he makes is the oatmeal cranberry.
Yeah, I think it was, bro. Cause it wasn't that. I think it was. I know it wasn't chocolate chip. I think it was lemon butter. I think it was. I had 2 flavors, lemon butter and motherfucking fuck, man, and something else.
Was it? This is around Christmas when I was doing it? A little bit before that.
This was probably like August.
What'd you have back then? S'more.
Fucking s'mores. So I was doing s'mores.
Just for one reason I had them on. I've been down with his cooking since.
Yeah, and I appreciate you. And then
originally had them Jones.
I had 2 flavors, and then somebody else would be like, "Man, you don't got so and so and so," and I go home.
Learn how to make the Jones.
Nah, I just make the shit off of just like I'm good with like recipes and just.
Like you make your own recipes, or you just like have a catalog of shit in your head. It's like
I'm a grocery store dude, so I walk around the grocery store and like pick what the fuck, man, that'd be good with that, and that's the type of person I am.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I ended up getting up to like 6 flavors, and then said fuck it, I just did a whole rack of new shit.
All right, what's the cookie that put you on?
Salted caramel. Salted caramel.
Why? How?
Between salted caramel, because salted caramel is for the ladies. And then it's s'mores for the dudes. So niggas was fucking with the s'mores cookie heavy, like real heavy.
True, because when's the last time anybody has a s'more? For real, like you enjoy the taste, but it's so much work to make it. When you got the joint in the cookie, it's like bam,
it's everything.
No mess.
That's how it is, bro. Yeah. So niggas was fucking with the s'mores, bro. That shit was. I ain't make them in a while, but I'm gonna get back to making them drinks because I'm gonna have a chocolate chip, and I don't want to have chocolate chip.
No, man, you have all the options going, man.
I know, but chocolate chip and s'mores is like
competing.
Yeah,
but it's not the same taste though.
It's not. But niggas don't, from the outside looking in, me trying to explain that. And then it was times where I didn't know which one was which, so I was just giving people s'mores. Yeah. The only way you can look at it is if it's a little bit of white shit in it.
Have you thought about like putting like a marking in it to distinguish the two and shit?
Nah, I said just for either or, bro. Because I got too many flavors.
Kit Kat has like the Kit Kat in it. You can put like an M for.
It's a Kit Kat cookie.
No, Kit Kats though. You know how they had like Kit Kat engraved in the joint.
Oh! You talk, yeah.
You know, you thought about doing something like that to help label it, like S for
ingrained in the goddamn. Nah,
like just a little.
Nah, I just switch it up, man. I just switch it up, bro. I can rotate. I got all that shit in his head, bro. So.
All right, now how has that affected your comedy? Going into like are you trying to make this a business?
It's already
long
a business,
term,
bro.
Like a long term, like
yeah.
sustainable.
So I always wanted to own my own bakery, but I always thought I retired from comedy to do that.
But you only started baking last year, so
I only started baking last year because I wanted to take it serious because I have to start from somewhere.
Fair enough. All right.
I ain't just want to open a bakery and then try to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna sell. So now that's why I'm kind of glad it came off when it did. Even though I was kind of mad that I'm getting like good amounts of money from it when I could have been doing that shit in fucking Jersey. You know what I'm saying? But
niggas and cookies mix well in Jersey. The same way it would down here.
The only thing they ain't probably mix.
Like new restaurant, new food, new coffee shops every day.
Yeah, bro.
New Jersey, I've never been. I've been to New York, never been to Jersey, but I don't get the same kind of like new business on the block every day.
It depends, but it's the grind, bro. That's why I'm glad I do it with comedy, because people look at me like, oh, this nigga really selling. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So how does that affect the comedy for you then?
It's good, bro.
It's like you got two.
It makes it more memorable. So now,
me
doing it so long, people be like, okay, you the dude
with the cookies.
Nah, you the dude with the jokes, because people remember my jokes before they remember my name, which is still good.
Before the beard, because you got a big ass.
Yeah, before the beard, all that shit.
Beard.
Yeah. But now it's more so you the dude with the cookies.
Okay.
So that helps me get booked on more shit and do more cleaner shows, because I can have more, I can bring more to the table.
Plus you got clean cookies. There's no weed in them.
Yeah. So that's why I tell people, like, look, this is a reason why, you know what I'm saying? I want people to appreciate my bacon before they jump to weed. Because they're not going to remember the taste. They're just going to be like, man, that cookie had me high as shit.
True.
Yeah.
True. So they really paying for what they can't get normally versus this. It's more of the craft.
Yes, bro.
The taste.
It's the craft, brother. I like the artistry in it, so.
All right, so what's long-term goals? You just did the cookie thing. You only been doing it for, it's not a year yet.
Not even a year yet.
But you want to do it.
Yeah.
Long-term, you want to do comedy long-term. What are goals you have for both, and how do you balance that shit? I know right now you sell stuff at the show, after the show, and people know, hey, that's the cookie.
I sell shit in between, bro.
But how do you see that affecting you long term? Like, cookies gonna be your merch? That the plan?
Cookies gonna be the merch. Cookies gonna be the merch. It's something different rather than t-shirts, and it's also not as costly because $2,
true,
you could change somebody's life outside of you giving them jokes at a show.
Okay.
So that's why I'm just trying to have
life-changing cookies.
Yes,
people.
I'm trying to have the longevity with people. You know what I'm saying? As long as I can. I don't want a motherfucker to be infatuated with me. That just is ridiculous.
I mean, you can't help it if you got what they
I can't help it, but yeah, bro. But it's like it's ridiculous now. Like motherfuckers.
You gonna be what? You scared?
I see why women
is gonna be after the show looking for where Keith with them cookies.
That's what it be like, bro. It really do be like that. It really do be like that. But it's a good thing. I accept any business. But like, I see why women be angry about niggas being thirsty on DMs, because my DMs is like, what can I get for free type shit, and I'm like, bitch, I don't even know you. Like the same way women treat their vagina or their pussy is the same way I treat my baked goods. Are you gonna pay for it? I don't give.
So you living out potentially a fantasy a lot of dudes would be interested in having if they could or if they apply themselves. What are you getting thrown at you in exchange for cookies?
I don't even take it that far, bro. I keep.
What are you getting thrown at you? So if you want to talk about how thirsty dudes are, they'll go. We'll go.
Yeah, bro.
What's doing tonight?
I know what the message means, bro.
But what's the most insane couple messages you got then? For cookies, for baked goods.
What do I need to do for some cookies?
Alright, from how big of a chick?
It's nice chicks, bro. It's nice chicks, bro. But it's just like it's not my thing, man. I'm into it for the business. Cause you gotta look at the long run, bro. I don't give a fuck about pussy. Pussy gonna hurt you in the long run if you exchanging it for, you know what I'm saying? All these niggas on CNN and shit. And plus, it's my business.
But you would do, and here's the thing I struggle with. As a dude,
I put that outside of what I got going on, bro. I don't need that.
How do you have time if you run into businesses then that have stuff going on? How do you maintain a work-life balance? Like they say, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life, right? You got two things that you love. Seems comedy, bacon. How do you have time to do two things that you love and then also have shit going on outside of that? Or do you have time to do other shit for real?
I mean, not necessarily, honestly. Other than like family shit. I keep it like that, bro. Family, comedy, and bacon, bro.
How would you prioritize it?
Comedy always first.
So if you had to quit one, quitting bacon.
Of course, because comedy is the happiest outside. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, nigga, I never seen
it's the happiest.
On stage, you a stone face.
But you see me on stage how many times out the week, bro?
Probably twice on a good week.
On a good week, but I'm saying like I'm the only night I may have one night I don't, and even if that, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying you look sad. It's just
I know. It look like I'm not enjoying shit, but
yeah, I do. I get the same kind of comments and shit. But you look like at least you like comfortable. Like you look comfortable. You look like you're doing everything you want to do.
But that's what it is, though. That's the most comfortable I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I don't want to say it's a science to it, but it's like I don't know, bro. It's hard to explain.
I mean, try to. Like it's different. Like I'll give you for me. I enjoy being on stage because the one place I feel the most comfortable being me, and even if people are gonna judge me for what I'm saying, at least I have the platform to do what I'm gonna do, and I'll take whatever flack that comes with that, as opposed to working a day job too many rules involved to be yourself.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Relationship, being around family, unless everyone's unfiltered, it's hard for one person to feel comfortable being unfiltered. Like, it's truly a safe space, and that.
But it's the only thing safe. You got going for you. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with other people other than the crowd. But when you up there, you're up there. You're not up there with your family. You're not up there with the restrictions. You can do pretty much be yourself.
But hold on, when you say you're not there with the crowd, like, for me, it's a relationship. Like,
no, that's what I mean. Though,
like, I want to be able to relate with a lot of this stuff. Do you do relatable material, top to bottom? I think. Like, have you ever been stuff like that? Like, how much do you take wanting to build that connection to the crowd as part of how you write and process and perform and shit?
My writing process is I'm very good at observing shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an introvert, so like, but I also people watch. And I also, like, just life watch. So
he looks at fat asses. I've been there. We both.
I don't have a joke about no fat ass.
But you see him, like,
yeah, of course. But I'm into understanding the constructs of life first, and then trying to make it funny. Like, oh man, like if it was me, you know what I'm saying? Like that
like
type
behaviors
of shit.
and shit.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I'm good at that. Which is weird because I'm an introvert, so I don't really fuck with people like that. I mean, I love people, but like I don't fuck with people like that. I'm in my own space. Yeah. But like on stage, it doesn't look like that. I'm good at talking to people. Like if you ever see me, and you probably would never see me headline, but like usually when I headline,
why would you say that?
We'll
scratch that part of that.
I'm saying like here, around here. But like, if you ever see me have a longer,
is that not a goal or something?
Of course. But I'm saying like, I can do it.
By the time I see
a lot of people, I can do it now. I've been doing it, but I'm saying like, when you see me have longer sets, I can talk to people all day because it's more of a relationship, like you said.
Yeah,
I'm good at not making fun of people, but like trying to keep people interested because I'm a little weird, but like people gravitate towards me because they want to know more about me.
Did you look quiet?
Yeah, because I look like.
Make sure you're not going to shoot up the room or some shit.
I mean, I've gotten that shit in high school when I started, but I don't really give a fuck now. It's more so like I literally don't give a fuck. I'm not like a mean dude or whatever. I'm more free with myself.
Yeah, so. Like you comfortable being you.
Yeah,
for sure. Fucking like the table last night. They were very talkative.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
which was cool. Like I
love it,
want that,
but like I don't need that shit right now. Like let me get
Fair.
this shit off and then talk to me. Like they was cool as shit after the show.
Yeah,
they was cool as mother. Yeah.
I mean,
they ain't buy that many though.
Alright, fucking fucking Busboys is a little bit cheaper. I would have bought more cookies myself. I bought a couple, but.
Oh, you talking about with the
just in general, like if Busboys, if wherever you selling shit, you know what I mean? If they have a cover charge and like their prices and shit, that takes money out of you being able to get more. But I mean, they gotta run.
They gotta run a business. I understand. That's why I always wait to the end of the show to sell my shit. So it's, I don't know, bro. It's starting to get to the point now where niggas don't want to see that shit.
What?
Because they got the weed laws and all that shit, so they don't want to have me in the venues. Yeah. So I gotta go outside like a fucking.
But you say though, there's no. I mean, I understand you probably gotta do that anyway, just because.
I still gotta do that anyway.
But you say no weed in the joint.
But from the outside looking in, I understand that because like it's you still don't know. I don't have labels on my shit. So,
but you give the disclaimer. You give a disclaimer and shit.
Yeah. So, hey man.
Fucking all right. Let's see what else we got. What time you at about? 1:15.
It's cool, bro. It's cool. Rock out, bro.
Freaking all right.
I've been thinking about having an album, bro.
For real. I mean, 13 years. I'm surprised you haven't had one yet.
I got one with Russ and Rollo.
Nah, you.
I'm talking about like by myself now. I just started thinking about that shit within like this year.
How soon? What's the goal?
I don't know how soon, because I got to think of a name, bro.
Nah, it'll come.
It'll come. That's what I'm thinking about. But like, I got to have all my signature shit out there.
How long of an album?
You mean like an hour? Probably like an hour, bro.
A full hour.
Full hour.
How often you get to do hours, man? I haven't seen you do more than since I've
Nobody has, bro. In this
not
area,
saying you haven't done it. I'm just saying I haven't seen you do more than probably 15, 20 here. So where would you go to get ready for that shit? Because that's
I'm doing this shit now. Everything is training, bro. That's why I'm glad I can still go to the open mics. There's a lot of people that have the years under their belt and all that shit. You don't see them niggas at open mics all the time.
For a number of reasons. You know what I mean? Some people go for opportunities. Like, I'm trying to get more out of DC opportunities going and shit. So that's why at the end of the month, I wanted to have two tapes, like, you know, it's the fucking 90s. 2 tapes of.
Nah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. I just, you know.
But that's how you gotta
update my lingo. You know what I mean? But at the end of the month, I wanted to have 2 joints I can have on YouTube. My mail, because I was talking with Lloyd last week. Like, you two are definitely 2 of the dudes I talk more business side of comedy with. And he had me getting the mindset of setting a goal by the end of this month. Have 2 tapes.
He lawyers about his shit.
Yeah.
I might disagree with a bunch of stuff he be saying because he be saying some wild shit.
Oh, like what? Because he's like you in that he's comfortable being himself and doing him.
No, that's good. That's why you gotta be though. That's how you gotta be. But he that's good. Lloyd got his shit going on, man. He got some good shit going on because he's a very business conscious person.
Yeah, he said he picked that up from Atlanta. A
Smart.
lot of dudes in Atlanta are just like, especially like Heart Production and Tyler Perry being based down there.
Hell yeah. They be grinding like a motherfucker down there, bro.
How often you been down there?
Since I moved back, probably like once or twice.
For how long? Just like a stint or like a night? Or?
Nah, probably like a weekend.
And what'd you hit? Just like
I had a bunch of rooms, bro. The only room I feel bad I ain't do yet down there is probably the Star Bar.
Was that a mic or
it's probably the biggest open mic they have down there on a Monday.
Like there, for lack of better terms, Big Hunt.
Probably bigger than Big Hunt.
But like that's there.
That's there, yeah.
As high as people want to get on open mics down there.
Yeah. But it's only once a week. Dead Skull? You talking about Laughing Skull?
Laughing Skull, yeah.
Yeah, I did Laughing Skull a bunch of times.
Is that a club or
It's a club. It's a club.
Is that bigger than the other jump?
It's probably the biggest club they have down there other than the Punchline. I haven't done the Punchline, but I've been there.
How'd you
That's
get
the
on that
only Punchline?
Nah.
Laughing Skull?
Yeah.
It's about knowing people. I did the Laughing Skull actually before I even moved down there.
You moved to Atlanta?
Yeah, I used to live in Atlanta, bro.
All right, hold on. So you started here.
I started DC, moved to Atlanta. I was in Atlanta for almost 2 years. Came back for like a year to DC, and then moved to New Jersey, and then moved to northern New Jersey. So I was in New Jersey as a whole, New York area.
Yeah.
For pretty much 2 years.
2 years. You're in DC. You're back in DC. How long in Atlanta?
Almost 2 years.
What were the things that helped you then with that move that made you a better comedian, or just give you a better perspective?
I moved to Atlanta because of life. I just couldn't deal with a whole bunch of shit that was going on at the time.
Baby mama drama.
You funny as shit. I needed to know. I was bitter, bro. I was bitter as fuck, bro. I wasn't bitter in like, why is he getting the opportunities? I was just like, why am I not getting the opportunities and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm funny enough. And then I moved to Atlanta, bro, and then life shit happened. And then they started treating me more as a headliner down there.
Because of life or because you would?
I was getting I was grinding my ass off. But I felt life was just hitting me, bro. So I felt my writing became so much better.
Because that's all you had?
That's all I had, bro. I literally only had comedy. I mean, I had my best friends, and that was like the only 2 things I had, you know, to balance. So that was perfect, man. That shit was good. I did a whole lot of shit down there that I probably would have never did in DC. But
opportunity, material,
opportunity,
or what?
bro.
Okay.
Opportunity.
Like what?
Headlining shit.
Yeah.
I met a bunch of celebrities down there, motherfucker. So that was good.
Like Hollywood, of course.
Yeah, bro. It was. I bombed in front of T.I.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm dead fucking serious.
Where is that? I mean,
that was at Uptown. Uptown
Comedy
is probably
club?
Yeah, bro. That's the biggest urban club.
That's Earthquake, right? Earthquake owns. Is that Earthquake? Didn't he own something down there or owns?
I don't know about none of that.
Okay, but Uptown.
Uptown is the biggest urban club in Atlanta.
Okay.
So that shit was good. And it's more of a fear down there. Like, them niggas really don't. It's scary, bro. If you bomb down that motherfucker, it's just so fucking scary.
Because they'll actually get at you. Unlike here, it's like, they'll be quiet.
Yeah, bro.
They don't fuck with you, like...
Yeah, bro. Uptown and it was worse before they moved to where they are now. So I never did when they moved.
So it's been in Atlanta and just moved while in Atlanta, kind of like... Okay.
I only did it when it was like kind of newish. So that shit was still good, bro. I still would go down there and try to get on. And I mean, I didn't bomb. It was just like
how'd you know? Because
my mainstream shit. I did my mainstream shit, and they just wasn't like. I'm not a cursy dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't curse her. Like motherfucker this, motherfucker. Yeah. I'm also.
But you know how to edit.
Cerebral and shit.
You know what I mean? Because you were editing last night. Like I've heard you do most of the material before, and you were definitely a more filtered version on some of the punchlines and stuff than I've seen you be.
Yeah. So. That night was funny, bro.
What's the joke you did, if you can recall it, that you knew T.I. said this nigga sucks?
Nah, T.I. ain't say that shit. You funny as shit. Nah, so I didn't bomb the whole set. I just say it's a bomb because like I just felt uncomfortable up that motherfucker, and I rarely feel uncomfortable.
From the start, or they made you feel uncomfortable?
They made me feel uncomfortable, bro. So like that night, I did this joke about fucking white women. So like the joke was you have y'all ever had like fucked a white chick and did the sunny side up? Yeah, and usually people make that face. I'm like, y'all don't know what sunny side up is. That's when you lay a white chick on her stomach after you fucking her and you slap her on her ass until her butt turn reddish orange.
What?
That joke hit so hard, bruh. But after that, I did that joke. Everything was like, they was still laughing at that joke while I was saying other shit. So I was just like, y'all didn't even pay.
That was your opener?
No, that was probably the middle set because they only gave like 5 minutes of that joke. But they'll let you rock out if you getting it in. Because they had the Sundays, which they changed it now, where they still have the headliner for the weekend.
Oh, extended like Thursday through Sunday runs?
Thursday through Sunday.
Gotcha.
But like on Sundays, they have a couple people come up to do the like. It wasn't an open mic portion, but they have a couple people come up,
like a junior showcase kind of thing.
Yeah,
got you.
Yeah. And that shit was fire. I appreciate enough for having that shit.
And that's the one you got on the Sunday.
Yeah, I always got on the Sunday jumps because that's like when they let people come in if you get there early enough.
Yeah.
To sign up and try to get on.
Was it like a raffle or how are you always getting on?
It's literally by the list, bro. It's literally by the list.
Oh, so it's like first 10 here, first 10 on type shit.
Not even 10, bro. They probably let like. Maybe 5 people on at the most.
But you always got there early.
I always got there early, bro. It was me and this nigga named Mark King, bro. And he was probably the only person that was like in Atlanta that I kept running into everywhere.
Was he good or he just?
That's a whole nother story, bro.
Alright, fuck it. I ain't gonna.
The nigga's funny.
Throw dirt on him and shit.
Yeah.
Mark King, keep grinding out, dog.
Yeah, the nigga grinds his ass off.
Yeah, but get better too. All right.
Nah, he's good. He's good.
Well, nah, you know, I ain't saying that to be a dick, but you know plenty of comics. I know plenty of comics. I feel that you run into a lot, but they don't try to grow. They recycle the same shit over and over and over and over without.
What's wrong with that though? If you trying to, you gotta develop when you starting out.
Yeah.
5 minute set, switch it around, but you got to have a 5 minute set that you going to do everywhere at a club. Just you know what I'm saying, to impress. Then it's from 5 to 7, then it's from 7 to 10. Do you have to still? Yeah, bro. That's been the rule since I think day one, but especially this age of social media comics and shit like that. I think them niggas don't count, bro, because they have a following, so they don't have to know what it is to bomb. You know what I mean? But they will. They will like a motherfucker, but they still have the following of not. You know what I'm saying? They still have the following, so they don't appreciate. That's why I like bombing, because you get to appreciate it. You like bombing? I love it, bro, because you get in your head. You know what I mean? I know. I felt some of that last night. Yeah, where you don't give a fuck, but you say a whole bunch of shit that end up being more funnier than, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so raw, it's like you pulling it back. It's very raw. You get more raw than you know what I'm saying? So it's good. Yeah, but on bombing, plenty of dudes, comics, whoever, not just dudes, who recycle jokes, and that they did it the last night the same exact way, and it didn't work then. And you see now they gotta work it out, bro. But they not.
And that's what I mean.
Like
doing the same thing over and over again the same way is the definition of insanity, and it's a lot of insane comics.
But
that you run into.
A joke is also never finished, bro.
But I'm talking about people who don't treat it that way. People are like, it didn't work, but finished to me. Somebody will like it.
Somebody may like it, bro. Maybe they're just doing it for them. I do some shit that I do for myself, like that fucking rocks in the sink shit. It's the dumbest joke, bro.
But I've heard you. That's not the only way you've done that joke. I've heard you do it. You're a dude that will write several different punchlines or several different ways to go off of one premise.
Yeah,
I fucks with that. Some people will not. They will do the one. It never hits, and it never will. But they do it because that's what they think they're supposed to do. They don't learn from it.
I see what you mean. So you try to write to where, but everybody not like that, bro.
I know, and that's the annoying thing. Like, the only way to see an advance if everybody's moving, or you get lucky.
It also depends on networking and where you at.
It's luck, man.
Yeah.
Like, DC ain't a big place to network for real, unless you're into politics and shit.
Nah, it is. It is. It's just how you look at it, bro.
Alright, besides like the underground cooking community.
Nah, fuck all that. Just like certain comics won't do busboys. It's a whole different market. It's very weird because they won't pay. First of all, they ain't trying to pay. Secondly, they're not trying to sit through fucking poetry, which is their fucking problem. I mean, I understand it, but like, I don't really care because I like poetry, so it doesn't really bother me. But like, you gotta, for me, I get on anything that takes me, honestly. As long as you respect me, as long as you like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just respect. I'm just a respect person.
Yeah, you come in the house, like you're a comic that'll come into the house, wipe his shoes off on the mat, set them to the side.
Yeah,
like,
man.
You walk around in your socks. You're like, I respect your rules. Just where you want me to sit.
Thank you. I'm exactly like that. I take any show. I do urban, mainstream, all that shit. Because everything helps with writing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
You want to get your mind. I like learning, bro. So you want to learn from the experiences that you go through. I do church shit. All that shit. I shouldn't have said church shit, but
I mean, who's gonna listen?
Yeah, bro. So it's good. It's good, bro.
All right, hold on. What's the craziest room you did? And to get back to the question, not to derail it, was I think it was long-term goal of comedy, and you were talking about the album. But first, craziest room you ever did, just based on atmosphere, and then the album, the goal, and how you want to do that.
Craziest room probably I did was in Atlanta. I did he don't go by food stamp no more. He a funny ass dude though. He cool dude too. But I did his room and it was like a seafood spot. Bro, it was literally probably about almost 200 people there just sitting there. Big ass fucking room, bro. I remember this shit because I went down for my best friend's baby shower, right?
Yeah.
And Paris was there, bro. It was Paris and
Sachet.
Cleon from Baltimore, but
Cleon,
he ain't go up. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So they was doing some shit down there, but they came through. Food? Nah, they was doing in the Atlanta area doing some shit.
Oh, like just doing spots and shit.
Yeah. So I ran into them and shit, and I went up, bro, and somebody. It's always a woman heckling me, bro. It's never a dude.
She's quiet, and it's like, oh, let me see if I can trample.
Yeah, bro. So, bro, that shit was horrible. Wow. That room was just horrible, bro.
What'd you say?
I don't remember what I said. She was just like, nigga, shut the fuck up. And I was like, fuck you, bitch. And I ain't mean to say that shit, but like, I wasn't mad. I was just like, all right, y'all don't have to talk. Just let me get through my shit so I can get the fuck. Y'all not gonna get me off a stage. I knew that shit. Cause that shit happened before, bro. I don't leave the stage. I do my motherfucking time. And my girlfriend at the time was with me, so it was just like rough, bro.
So were you headlining?
Fuck no, I wasn't headlining.
Alright, so it was like a showcase type jump in a
yeah, he had a showcase jump
restaurant. 200 people.
Yeah,
facing
bro.
You.
It was all
at tables.
Yeah, it was at tables, but the stage was in the middle, so everybody was spread out.
That. I hate that kind of like
that shit was fucking crazy. And then
so
it was a comic, and then it was a comic after me, and then it was Paris, and then they was just rough that night, bro.
Hold on, son. So hold up, you doing the joke? Hey, shut the fuck up.
Bro. Yeah, bro.
Oh, you shut up, bitch. What did your girlfriend do? Cause like my girl, we've talked about this. She not just gonna sit there and take that.
That's how my ex-girlfriend is. She ain't gonna take that shit either. She like.
What did she do? Or did she do anything?
She looked, bruh, and I can kind of feel her. That's why I kind of said something to the chick. I can't see the chick.
Trying to save you. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
That's exactly like chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So it's That shit was rough, bro.
Oh, that shit sucks.
But they eventually chilled the fuck out and got quiet. It was some dude who went up. That nigga was funny as shit.
Was it food stamps?
Nah, food stamp funny as a motherfucker. But he was just it was his show, so he was hosting the junk. So it was good. That night was like it was just fucked
200 people, man. I will do a set in my underwear like Martin Lawrence.
To please them niggas?
No, to be able to get a chance to 200 people. You know how hard that is to come by?
And black people, bro?
Dog, I wear boxers. You know what I mean?
Fuck all that shit now. I ain't working all hard to please y'all niggas, man. Y'all
it's not to please. I will take the opportunity to do my shit in front of
that's how I took
number
it.
Of people. I'm not pandering tap. I can't
do that shit
I
either,
will
bro.
fucking want to punch myself in the face.
I laugh. I mean, y'all laugh. If y'all don't, man. I ain't.
Yeah.
I ain't too animated either, so I'm not gonna be jumping around sweating on stage for y'all.
Although you've been doing act outs lately.
I'm good on act outs, bro. I'm good on act outs when I feel like doing them.
Yeah. If it don't seem organic, are you like an organic dude? If it don't feel like it should be
I'm
shit?
just yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm good with voices, but I'm good off stage with voices, which I need to work on. But when I try to do that shit on stage, I give everybody the same voice.
Which is fine. A lot of dudes got by doing that shit. Maybe the whole inflection for a chick or something if you're doing it in a chick's voice. But other than that, it's like
so
you can sound similar.
Hey,
all right,
man.
But this album though don't have a name. But what's your process for getting it out, and what's your smart goal for it?
Smart goal. I'm gonna try to figure out my market, bro. My market, because people love my shit, but I don't have the appeal like this nigga has fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, people ain't gonna come out to see me. It's more so if they going out to see somebody else, and if I'm there, they like, oh shit, I didn't know he was coming.
And he
that
got
type
cookie.
shit. Yeah, that type of feel. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta figure out my fan base. I mean, I already kind of have it, but I'm trying to figure out outside of women, bro, because I don't want to just have fucking women. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, we can trade, because I feel like I do a lot of, and I've been told I do a lot of like male-centric, male-minded comedy, and it's hard for me outside of relationship shit to tap into.
That's because you're in a relationship, though.
Even before that.
So,
like, my shit is like, I'm a very male, traditional, to a degree patriarchal. What's the other word when like people think you hate women but you don't?
Oh, you pander.
Not pander.
You pander to dudes. Like you.
Not even pander. Just it's like it's supposed to be offensive. What's the opposite of feminist?
Sexist.
Yeah, I'm a little sexist, but only from like traditional ways. But also like whatever. Like,
I mean, but that's not gonna be your style forever though. That might be your style, but it's not going. The way you look at shit, you're gonna be able to.
It'll mature.
Yes. So
that being said, I'll be willing to trade some of your girl-friendly shit.
Nah, bro, I don't need it, bro.
Guy-friendly shit. Cause you had dudes laughing last night, but definitely the women
I have dudes laughing.
The women,
but it's usually the dudes that have girls.
Or they, like you said last night, they were sweet. You said that one dude was sweet.
I ain't mean to like he was gay or nothing. Like, but he was sweet. Like he was like a nice person.
Yeah, but lo and behold, when he got on stage,
yeah, bro,
honey child,
I couldn't help, but his girl was right there, bro. If that's how I couldn't hold it in, bro. He was getting it in.
Asshole, you laughing the same way,
bro.
That was funny.
I couldn't help it, bro. I couldn't help it. I ain't mean to laugh because I'm not that type of person, but I couldn't.
You are though. That's the thing. Like that's one thing I'm trying to realize on stage. I am that kind of person more. So how I make that palatable? Like I'm a good dude, but at the same time, my sense of humor, I'm a laugher.
I mean, laugh, bro. But your thing is, you be talking and shit. Hey, man, this nigga gay. Yeah, man.
But you said it. I wouldn't have noticed as much until you said.
Nah, you just took it a different way with the way I said.
How often do you just tell somebody, "Hey, it's a nice motherfucker"?
All the fucking time, bro.
No, how often does that happen? You were like, "Hey, this dude's sweet."
All the fucking time. I don't say a nigga sweet. I be like, man, that nigga's alright.
You said sweet specifically. I was like, what?
Because he did something to with the host. Yeah.
That's what I thought you meant at first. It was nice, and then he got on stage and talk. It was like, oh, that's what you meant. It's like, no, that's I missed the other one. But like, turns out both was true. All right, but how do you figuring out all that shit? Because you've been doing it 13, man. How long until you think you want to get the joint out there? Because like market
I'm
aside,
thinking about
you can find a market, I think, easy today, especially since you have a degree to a degree. You have a brand, a semi-established brand, and that like you have a logo. You know who you are. maybe it's a little bit about how like you marketing and shit. But like
that's the only thing, bro. I'm horrible at marketing.
I'm gonna tell you.
With comedy, I'm alright with it, but I'm not a Twitter guy or.
Gotta be.
Yeah, bro. I ain't with all that shit, man.
Got to, and that's the thing I don't like either. Like I don't like I'm gonna have to shoot a fucking Instagram video with.
Yeah, bro. I'll do that.
But
like with shows and shit.
No. That's how you build the brand. Like
of course.
This dude Gary Vaynerchuk.
Vaynerchuk.
Yeah, he's like a Russian Tony Robbins type dude, right? I've been listening to him a lot the past couple of weeks, and like that's one thing. His big thing is how do you get what's the name? How do you build the brand in the digital age, right? And he's Fortune 500 company. He sold $1 billion businesses and shit already that he started from scratch. And his big thing is like you have to document everything, share everything. Don't think about it, just do type shit. So like I have to. He's telling me essentially going to tell me.
I mean that's jive right though, because I'm sitting up here thinking about this shit and I'm not
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his thing is, you got to be on Instagram. You got to be where you got to find which ones are best for you. To a degree, so like Instagram, Twitter, whatever. But as like a comedian, a lot of people pop on that Instagram story shit. I might not have stories, but I'll say something, say what's up, throw out a question, see if people want to engage. You got to engage people.
Yeah, they see the engaging shit.
You got to engage them where they're at.
You
ain't going to go to the library, you know what I mean, and get a whole bunch of fans there. You got to go.
But you never know though.
Maybe if they're having like a Black Panther.
You never know though, bro. That's why I take all these fucking shows, because you never know who you. As long as you get a couple people out of a crowd full of 20,
yeah,
you good, bro.
But what you doing with them?
That's
you building an email list. You doing? What are you doing with
them? With the shows and shit?
Yeah, if you get
I can't keep up with the email list, bro, because shit be popping up, and then I'll get discouraged because I'll put the shit out. And then people don't show up that say they gonna show up, and they just don't come. You know what I mean? Like that shit.
Yeah. I'm
kind of mad about, because I started off like that when I started doing comedy. People ain't believe I did comedy, so they wouldn't come out. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm just not gonna invite nobody. And then when I invited people, bro, or when I like got good enough, people be like, "Oh man, I heard you, man. Why you ain't tell me about it?" Because nigga, you ain't gonna come. I know you're gonna come. It's not a
bad thing, man. Like
it's not a bad thing at all, but like, bro, don't. I hate when niggas be like, "Oh man, I've been knowing you since," but have you been to a show? That exactly, like shit like that. I
mean, at least you have them in the chamber, because like it's easy for me to say that that's not a bad thing, because I invited a lot of people out early when I didn't need to really.
But you did that. I didn't do that.
Yeah, but now I'm out of people to invite unless I tap into like family and friends or family, and they're the last people I'm going to try to invite somewhere. There's a lot of things I want to get right.
Oh, you want to get right, which is real.
And they don't know I do comedy yet. So when I tell them, I don't want to just tell them. I just want to I want something to show.
That's how I was. I ain't tell my family until 5 years into doing this shit. God damn. I told maybe a couple. The only people that knew I did comedy was my cousin, because he was kind of the one that kind of to push me into doing it.
Oh shit! Yeah, my cousin. One of my cousins knows, and he's the only person in the family I've been invited to a show. He hasn't made it, thankfully, not because like a bad shit. Just I don't need that extra pressure right now. I'm still trying to figure out a bunch of other shit.
Everything is pressure, bro. I'm to the point that when my family come out, fuck them. I say whatever I want. You know what I mean? Like
that's
my
uncle, man.
Came to when I was featuring at the draft house.
Yeah,
my uncle seen me like a few times, but like
featuring recently, or who was it?
Recently, but it was the first time he got to see me do more than fucking 5 minutes.
Arlington or DC?
It was the Arlington joint. It was the DC joint. My bad.
For who again?
Rob Cantrell.
Okay.
So that shit was good. That shit was really good.
All right. Last two questions, then I'm gonna let you bounce the shit. One, what's your plans for getting to the next steps you want to be in comedy and cooking?
I'm trying to get on the Food Network, bro. I'm trying to get it. So, I know I'm gonna make it in comedy, but I know I'm gonna probably make it in food, in some type of food, anything before I make it in comedy. That's how I'm looking at it. So it's good. It's good. Not only the Food Network, but like anything food based off of TV or like a network. So if I get that, I'm gonna take my black ass out to LA.
LA specifically or wherever they at?
LA, bro. LA. I just need something to have my back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to work a fucking job. So if I can do that, bro, I'm gonna go down to LA and try to get on some acting shit. Cause I think I know I'm gonna be horrible at acting. Cause I don't have no facial.
We need a Keith role.
The only thing I'm good at, bro, is facial expressions.
We need a nigga to stand there and not say shit.
I'm good at making it awkward. That's I figured that out. That's my character, bro.
Maybe we need to do like a black office. A black office kitchen.
Black office.
Yes.
I can do that shit. I can do anything in the realm of like
not having to
serious,
move too much.
I can move, bro. As long as it ain't action me trying to fuck somebody up, I'm good, bro. But I can make shit awkward and funny and all that shit. It's just the only thing I can't do is probably cry. Cause I can't.
Unless your girl's telling you to bake shit and you in the kitchen with flour on your hands.
You funny as shit. Yeah. That's the only thing I can't do is fucking cry.
All right, and what's next level for comedy for you, and how you gonna
comedy, bro? I'm trying to get on anything, bro.
And how you gonna do it? What's
I'm
anything, man?
Anything
as
you can
be on like, shenanigans.
I want to have a. I think a Comedy Central half hour is still pretty good.
That's the next thing you want to get to, like
after. Nah, that's probably the next major thing. But I need to be in the realm of how they pick for those. So
like touring and stuff.
Touring.
How you plan to get to the touring level?
I mean, I ain't at touring level now.
Why not?
But I'll go out of town, but I'm not like touring like almost at the cusp of like being broke as fuck type shit. That's where you need to be. That's when they looking at you because they want you everywhere, but they just trying to see if you gonna have kind of the if you gonna put yourself out there to do it. If you gonna risk all your money to drive and travel out to these places and risk being around your family and all that shit. So I think that's what they look at. So if I can get in that realm, I know I can like kill that shit.
You sending your tapes to anybody or
yeah
clubs or who?
I send my tapes to clubs all the time, bro. I'm trying to get on hard.
When did you start doing that?
Sending tapes and shit?
Yeah, because that's my
probably about.
And then for what kind of spots?
6 years ago.
For guest spots? And are you still doing guest spots now?
Nah, I got through the guest spot phase. I mean, I can still do it, but nah. I get spots because of word of mouth type shit. So, which is perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As long as I can deliver.
And network.
So,
okay.
Now it was more so, all right, I got more on my brand, so I got more to deliver when people do book me for something. Yeah. Hey, I heard about you. Come through and do a spot, which is technically, hey, I want to see how you do type shit.
For free, yeah.
Not even for free, bro.
Oh, I get hey, they put something on.
Yeah, bro. This lady Helen, bro, she sold me one time in Princeton when I did a club, bro, and she followed through, bro. She said I'm gonna book you for something if you still in town, if you ain't go out to LA or whatever. And she booked me next week, bro.
New York, Jersey at
a winery, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, the feature for some lady on Comedy Central on the last Comedy Standing and shit, so it was good.
That's nice, dude. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, so I appreciate people like that, man. Helen is a good, and she's funny as fuck. She's a very beautiful.
What's her name?
Woman. Helen Hagley.
At Helen Hagley, do you know? You follow her?
Yeah.
Okay, at Helen Hagley, or she got like the comedian da.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I gotta look it up and shit.
All right, cool. When you get that, I'm gonna plug it in later. And all right, last thing, what do you think is actually last two things. One, what's the last thing that you want people to know about Keith Correy and where they can find you, and then B, just cause I have the best secondhand advice in the world, and I think I'm gonna keep trying to accumulate that giant. What's the best piece of advice you've ever gotten, either in terms of hustling, working? It could be comedy specific, cooking specific, whatever.
Shit, bro. I don't know. My head is full of shit. Probably who gives the best advice in the game to me.
I mean, it's me, but what's the best piece of advice you've gotten?
L.O., bro. L.O. Lawrence Owens, he gives some very good advice, bro.
At Owens Ordeal.
Yeah.
Funny shit. He had me go on the road with him once.
Yeah, he a good dude too, man. LO, Alex Scott, who I look up to a lot, man, because his material is funny as fuck.
You got the same beard.
Not even the same beard, bro. His writing is very good.
Oh yeah.
And his personality fits with his writing. I looked up to him for a lot for that shit. Was it I want to say Tony Woods, bro. When that nigga don't be fucking around with you.
Oh yeah.
Tony Woods, he be saying some real shit. He just kind of got into the phase of giving me like not advice, but like advice about his life type shit.
Okay.
Like I know more about him as a person. It's usually when I be talking to the nigga, he be fucking around with me and shit.
Cause here's the thing, he wants to keep you on your toes, so he'll throw out feelers and stuff to see how you are and how you take things.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad that's exactly how he is. Cause I remember I did a show with him, and he closed it out, and I was selling cookies and shit on his table. Yeah. And he came, literally stood next to me, bro, selling DVDs. And he told me, like, after everything, he was like, man, any other nigga would have went up to another table and started selling that shit. But you ain't moved, man. I appreciate that shit. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I wouldn't have moved.
Yeah, I wouldn't have moved either. It's Tony, what?
Nah, but I do know what he meant by that shit, because it's very competitive out here, bro.
Oh, not trying to eat. Not everybody eats. It's everybody for themselves.
I looked at it like, you sell your CDs, nigga, I got cookies. Like,
yeah, it's not conflicting interest.
It's not conflicting interest, bro.
Buy a cookie, watch the DVD.
Hey, man. So that was they give some pretty good advice, man. And Samson, man. Samson been my man. Right? Yeah, he been my man since I damn near started, bro. So he doing this thing. He gives some really good advice, man. Cause I listen to him before I listen to anybody else, man. Cause he been through a lot of shit.
Yeah. I've heard some stories and shit. How he had to start one way, come out, and then deal with that. Kind of like Todd Glass and shit.
Even before he came out, bro, it was just like. He was pointing out a lot of people's shit, bro. A lot of people's shit. And he took a lot of flack for speaking out. So, it was crazy. He had to go through that shit. But, what was the other question?
Alright, what's one last thing that you want the people to know about you? And where they can find you?
Hey, man, Keith Correy. At Keith Correy, pretty much everything.
Spell it.
KEITHCO, 2 R's, EY. It's always 2 R's and an EY. People be fucking that up a lot. I always got big products, man. I sell cupcakes. I do whatever, man. I do whatever as long as you pay me.
What's the best way to hit you up for that junk? Social media?
Pretty much Instagram or Facebook. I don't really be saying too much on Facebook anymore, which I need to go back to doing. But
do you? Like, I quit Facebook beginning of this year.
I want to so badly, bro. But I need it.
Yeah, to build the brand and expand, you need it.
I need that
but
shit.
I'm
so
trying
bad,
to survive
bro.
without. What's the name? You got a phone number you want to share? If not,
fuck no, I ain't giving that shit.
I recommend getting the Google Voice.
Nah,
you can set up you set up a phone number. You can route it to your phone, so it'll be a number that Google creates for you with this area code.
No, I know what it is. I don't want niggas calling me, bro. Just message me what the fuck you want. Because people, I used to have my phone number on my business card. I took that shit off, bro. Yeah. People sending me nudes and all that shit, and then not a lot.
Women or dudes or both?
Dudes try to hit on me, but like women are still dudes, and like.
No wonder he's so quiet.
Nah, you funny as shit. Nah, but that shit got crazy, bro. I be chilling with my girl or whatever, and I get a message from a random number, trying to explain that shit. Nah, I don't need time for that. And also, I don't want to try to figure out, because that's when that's how they get you. You start talking to somebody.
Oh, figure out who it is, and all of a sudden
they got you hooked, bro. So I try to stay away from all that shit, bro.
True shit. All right, Keith, man. Thanks for. It's great to have you on, dude. Appreciate your time.
I appreciate it. How long was that shit, bro?
It's still going, dude. It's been about an hour. It was not too bad. Yeah, me and Lloyd did about hour 45, so.
Because that nigga talked too much.
He spilled all the secrets, shouted out, and called out everybody.
Oh, for real?
Nah, nigga, I told you.
Lloyd's funny. Lloyd's a good dude, man.
Nah, what's the name? So, what I'm going to do, in case you ain't know, I'm going to release this joint in full, and I'm going to find a way to condense this into like a 5-minute version of the full podcast. So, when I put these joints out, I'm going to tag you in it, share it when you can. It's still recording.
Nah, it's cool.
All right, cool. But yeah, appreciate you, Keith. This has been, again, On the Ground with Justin Brown. It's your host, Justin Brown. That's at Black J Brown on Instagram and Twitter, and then at On The Grind Justin Brown on Instagram. Appreciate y'all for listening. Be sure to comment, leave your feedback, and all that good stuff. Stay tuned for more updates and shit, man. Thanks. Take it easy. Till next time.